have been meaning to talk to you guys about Next Gen NYC for the last several weeks, but I don't know, there's been so much going on in the Real Housewives of Atlanta space that I really have never gotten around to it. But y'all, I know when Riley had to get that girl together about not washing her nasty ass hands.
So you don't wash your hands?
No, I was like the kid in New York City eating candy off the sidewalk.
I think Georgia is very interesting.
I don't give a I'm done. I know. I'm done.
And then when Ariana revealed that Kim Zolciak has been stealing her money.
Unfortunately, my parents took my money.
We definitely have a hit on our hands.
Don't try to touch me too much, but you do you.
Even still, I was so shocked to find out in Next Gen NYC Season 1, Episode 3, that these folks are still playing in Riley's face. If you watched episode 3, then you already know that Charlie set social media ablaze when he came at Riley really crazy, basically insinuating that she is an angry black woman scaring away his frail little suitors.
She goes up to one and is like, yo, like, you think it's cool to just be here with Charlie but not come up and like make sure it's cool?
I did not do that.
Yes,
That
you
is
kind
a
of
lie.
did.
And I was so happy that Riley stood up for herself because this wasn't the first time that something like this came up on the show. And y'all, like I said earlier, we're only in episode 3.
I said, hey, I'm Riley. Like you didn't say anything. You didn't introduce yourself.
Yeah,
So I
that
think
was
you
the
guys
attitude. It was like,
Wait, but also Charlie, the
by the way,
girl
she
that
handled it well. She was like,
handled it well.
the girl. No, I'm saying the girl handled it well.
But then y'all, it literally went from worse to worser.
These girls never introduced herself. It was odd. It was
Riley
odd.
didn't introduce herself either.
And before I knew it, I looked over and I saw Riley was crying, y'all.
Wait, Riley, are you okay?
We already learned that when we see Kandi crying, we already know that that's like the warning sign before she's about to wake it up and make these bitches understand.
I didn't see her go up and say, hey, nice to meet you. First thing she said was accosting her.
I'm just so mad because every single time y'all do this.
Wait, what? Are you okay?
And I'm trying not to make it a thing, but I hate when you guys try to play this like I'm scared. You're like, I'm scaring y'all random white girl. It's just so annoying.
Yeah, this really, really upset me because I know how it feels to go out into the world, like right after college and like make friends and start to see like you can't realistically be around only black people all the time. And I think like trying to make friendships like this with people of all different races, sometimes it can have its challenges. And like, now that I think about it, I don't really think that I had a conversation. I just kind of learned to navigate in these spaces, but it definitely was not easy.
It upsets me because it's like a real thing that I have to go through every day. I'm so nice to everybody. And there's always like everyone trying to come off whenever I talk to some white girl that I'm trying to scare them.
Riley, girl, I get it.
No, your girls were rude. It's disrespectful. Like, you're around people, introduce yourself.
And I'm actually really glad that they're having this conversation on the show because when I first saw this cast, I feel like we were all kind of thinking the same thing, but I feel like at the same time, if Bravo does expect us to believe in this show and see it as a long-term show on Bravo, then the conversation really needed to be had.
So I don't like that you're trying to be like, oh, you had all this.
I don't know if them being
attitude.
white
No, I
is relevant.
didn't. Bro, you just did all this.
It's not a racial thing.
When have I ever done this? I don't do that.
I ain't even gonna wake that tea up.
Wake that tea up.
It was so annoying seeing Charlie literally do everything wrong here in this situation. And it honestly had me wondering like, damn, is Charlie really Riley's friend or not?
You confronted her.
What?
Little girl, like, I don't know.
A little girl? What do you mean? She's probably older than me. Oh! Because I'm taller, I scared her. I just don't like that y'all are trying to spin this narrative that I'm like this scary black girl when I'm not.
And I was so glad when Riley connected this situation to that situation that happened with Georgia in the very first episode, because I didn't really say nothing, but I kind of felt like I saw Georgia be like, oh, like, you coming at me crazy, you know, because I don't wash my hands. Girl, everybody should be coming at you crazy. I feel like other girls in this group also felt some kind of way, but like, why was Riley singled out?
Nancy and Tessa thing, we're like, oh yeah, like you were just scary in the way you said it, and I let it go.
You were kind of like, wow, we're really not washing our hands. You were like a little scary about it.
Even though Riley had boundaries, her body, her choice. She wasn't disrespectful to me. Like, actually, I feel like Riley kind of made it lighthearted and a little bit of like fun shade. Like, girl, that's be the problem. Y'all don't know the difference between when somebody is really annoyed with you. Slow down, Savannah. Like, relax. Like, if we mad, you gonna know we mad. Like, calm down.
And you were annoyed with the situation. Yeah. All I said was that, they should have introduced themselves instead of y'all like acting as if you were two separate groups. It's just a
I
manners
subscribe
thing.
to that logic.
I was introducing myself to show manners that she did not.
Gloves are off. Let's go.
Riley made me so proud in this conversation because she really handled herself really well and made sure to really articulate herself in a way that most of the people on this bus, and I assume most people watching the show, could be able to understand. Even our good sis, Georgia, was like, hold up, girl, Riley, that was actually kind of valid.
What I say, what I tell you, fake what I tell you.
And when Riley got Kandi Burruss on that phone, I was like, yep. Because Kandi was definitely giving mother. She was absolutely in, like mother hen mode. And she really did give Riley some really sound advice.
I'm glad that you let him know. I don't think it's cool. He wouldn't have done it if it was one of the white girls. It just frustrates me to hear that because as a black woman, you're the minority.
I know that this is very serious and it's not supposed to be funny, but I could hear Kandi's voice rattling and I was screaming inside because I know that Kandi had already pulled up Google Flights and she had already figured out exactly how much it would cost to pull up over there at Teresa's house and get everybody together about Riley before taping even wrapped.
And it's okay. You have learned how to, make friends in all different circles from all walks of life. And that's one thing that I'm proud of you about. And you're not afraid to speak up for yourself, which you should not be. This
is why, from the beginning, I have always been wondering, where the hell is Kayla? Because Riley clearly needs some backup. Like, come on.
Okay. Thanks for calling me. I love you. Bye.
I love your mom.
Now, before I even caught up on the full episode, y'all's comments had me so seated, talking about we're only 3 episodes in and Riley has already been hit with angry black woman allegations.
Damn, one little can cause so much commotion. Now that's a bad
And I know that's right, Riley. Call your mama and make sure she brings her red wig to New York City. And they always throwing that attitude accusation on us black women when we speak up on things. It's so tiring with the I can't stand this stupid ass emoji. And this one viewer made a really interesting point saying, I don't think Charlie's a racist. I just think that he may be a narcissist that doesn't have much respect for people in general.
I'm not liking that.
And I will say, I've already been kind of giving Charlie the side eye since the beginning because I feel like, I don't know, like he just has this kind of problematic attitude about not just Riley, but a couple more people in the group. And it seems like he gets a rise out of getting a rise out of people, if you know what I mean. Like, it seems like he really is trying to like wake the show up. But I'm like, at the same time, sir, like, don't get canceled trying to get a moment on this show. Or maybe that's just who he really is.
Very careful. Hold on. Very careful. This is what I said. I said be very careful.
But anyways, let me get back to these comments that said, that's how majority of them see us. Riley's voice is so soft and calm. Her even being introduced to us on camera at a young age, she's always been like that. Riley, baby, get from around them with the crying laughing face emoji.
Okay.
Before this one tweet really took me out, y'all, talking about, Dear Block, you can make up for being a bad father to Riley and kicking it with Portia by having a real talk with Charlie, unlike the one Seth had with him.
Gotta gas for this.
Y'all, I was so glad to get online and see that Brooks Marks actually made a post standing up for Riley saying, "I'm grateful for this platform and committed to using it to stand for what's right. Microaggressions are never okay. These conversations are a chance to listen, learn, and lead with kindness. I'm so proud of Riley for speaking up, even when met with resistance, and I'll always echo her voice and support her with love."
I thought it was a state of love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
After that, Dame Dash's daughter Ava also chimed in saying, "Beautifully said, Marks. We love you. It's not our job as Black women to teach well-educated adults these types of lessons. If we choose to, that's great. If not, that's also fine. We are allowed to approach these situations at our own personal discretion. Emotional labor is not owed. Black women are expected to be graceful educators in moments like you saw on episode 3, and that's an unfair expectation. I'm so proud of Riley for speaking up for herself."
I'll allow it.
I would love to be able to say, honestly, that things are gonna get sorted out and that we can look forward to Charlie learning from this in the next episode. But looking at the way this episode ended with Charlie being even more disrespectful to Riley and telling her, like, "Can you please get your hands off me?" as if Riley was gonna drag him down the street or something. Like, I hate to say it, y'all, but I have a feeling that everything is only gonna get worse.
Not having this conversation.
Charlie.
May you please let go of my hand? I'm not having this conversation. I'm getting in an Uber.
I think that's really
What is wrong with him?
And I know that a lot of you guys in the comment section have been saying, like, Riley needs to get away from all these white folks and all that, but I don't think that's the answer, because the reality is that's not realistic. Like, I love being around my Black people. Like, I have, you know, some of the best memories with my folks, but I just think that it makes no sense for us to not be able to exist in the world with everybody because people don't take the time to, like, learn how to not be disrespectful to Black people. And I just love that this show has taken the opportunity to make this a teachable moment.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this.
All right, then don't.
Respectfully,
And then
I'm done with this conversation. I've never asked for your help with Riley.
That's up.
And I actually am really glad that it's been a conversation on the show. Now, I don't want this to be the whole reason for the show, and I don't want this to get drawn out, because I do think that these kids are really, really friends in real life. So yeah, like, I think we should stop saying that, because that really sends the wrong message, and that in and of itself is also kind of problematic. So yeah, let's not say that. I love that Kandi gave Riley some really sound advice, especially the part when she said he's gonna have to get to learn how to be around Black women. And if you have to be the first one in the first lesson, then let that be that.
He's gonna have to learn to deal with Black women. And if this is his first lesson, then let that be it.
Like, I thought that was so powerful, and I love that she poured into Riley saying, you can do this, you can be the one, you have what it takes, don't ever not stand up for yourself, do not let people make you feel bad and gaslight you and think that, you know, you're a problem. We're telling them, like, no bitch, we not finna do it like that. Like, we not finna do that because this is not who I am. I love that for her, and I really hope that these group of friends really took this as a teachable moment for real, but we just gonna have to wait and see. Comment right now and tell me what you guys think about all this. Are you watching Next Gen NYC on Bravo? Also, comment and let me know what you guys think Riley needs to do next if she's gonna stay a part of this group of friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I cannot wait to talk more about Next Gen NYC here on my channel. So if you guys like it, if we're gonna really support Riley and like help usher her into the new era as a iconic Black Bravo celebrity, then I mean, comment and let me know if you're on board with that, or if I need to just figure something else to talk about, since y'all are over the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Give me a second.
I'm like, whoa, bring that thing over here. I got a $50 bill, I'm trying to stick in your rear. She like, whoa.
kinda tickles in there. I'm feeling tipsy off a pill. Someone get me a beer, a micro. Found some dillies upstairs, then I swallowed all of the bottle. Dog, I really don't care. Sure, baby, I'm just trying to get it on air. She wanna give me her love. It's like she isn't aware.